Good morning, everyone. Another day, another draft here on Arena, bringing up some more Final Fantasy Premier Draft. I'm Monoloy, just recording a bunch of stuff so you guys can watch and maybe one day have people helping me pay for my hobbies in playing Magic. There is always something to learn, there are always new strategies to discover. Let's see what we can pull off today. Some wins. Very nice set so far. Very nice rares, very nice build arounds. And today we start with Ninja's Blades. Not a bad card, but not the best one. It doesn't give you actual card advantage. So this is the kind of card that if you are playing a somehow aggressive deck could be good. But if you just are on the draw, for example, this card just becomes very bad. So think I'm better off with like Huntemark. Mage Tech Infantry can also be a build around, some kind of build around here. Aggressive artifact decks could be either blue-white with cards like Titus or red-white. I think I'm between Huntermark and Infantry here. Aura Sight is also a good white removal spell. Feeling aggro today. This pack also has some other interesting white cards, some good blue cards. So let's try to start with the infantry and see if we can get around, like pick something on the way back and go blue-white artifacts, most likely, by what we see in this pack. Okay, pack number 2. White Mage Staff if we want to keep on white and artifacts. War Sword if you want to move into red. Prima Vista is more of a blue-red card. Crystal's Chosen, 7 mana, not necessarily what we want to be doing here. Prima Vista I say is a blue-red card because although it's a blue card, it rewards you for playing big non-creature spells that's like the blue-red kind of thing. Retrieve the Esper fits in the same category here. I think I'll stay with the white card. I don't see any impressive reason. Like Chocobo Kicks, I think maybe the best card here in the pack. Yeah, I'll retrieve the Esper. Retrieve the Esper is also pretty solid. But we don't know yet if we're going red-white or blue-white, so White Mage Staff is a solid 2-drop for us. Okay, pack number 3. Nothing impressive at all here. Water Crystal, not a good blue card. Summon Anima, I think falls into the same category as that first Ninja Blades. If you are aggressive and attacking, it's good. If you are on the back foot, it's not necessarily what you will want. I think it's either Slash of Light or the Rexar, if you want to go green-white, although I don't think these like early drops would play well with the Rexar. Yeah, I don't see anything that would play into either decks, either a blue-white or a red-white. Scorpion Sentinel rewards you for having more lands into play. So yeah, let's go Slash of Light here, but not happy with this pack. Okay, pick number 4 here, more interesting. We can see some good ramp cards going. We saw Rexar last pick. Now Gladiolus is a good one, but pretty far from where we are right now. Gogo, on the other hand, is something I can see myself playing pretty much any blue deck because it's a good defensive creature and could copy small things like a Mage Tech Infantry trigger or a White Mage staff with double job select or double 1 life. It's not bad. Coral Sword is a good one if you go with the red strategy or even item shopkeep. But I think Gogo has a high ceiling, not a bad floor, whereas these two is like more filler level cards. Okay, yeah, not seeing many payoffs here. Pretty sad, but also not a very strong pack overall. Like Light of Judgment is an okay removal spell. Wondering if we went ramping. Treachery is the best card in the pack, but we're not black so far. But Zac Fair, on the other hand, is something we can play in pretty much any white deck. Entering for +1/+1 counter. Uh, Unironically, it triggers well with Gogo as well because target creature gets indestructible. So maybe we could even use that for some reason. Yeah, but it's still kind of a weak pack there. I don't like the packs we've seen so far. What is this? Kuja. It's actually Nala, so whenever a non-token wizard you control enters, you can copy wizards. Yeah, we're not copying a legendary creature. So it's between Slash of Light #2 and Red Mage's Rapier. Rapier tends to perform a bit better than expected just because other equipments also trigger it. Going with Slash of Light again just to have another removal. I don't think it's reason enough to jump into red yet. Okay, another Coral Sword, so makes me think people are not playing this red-white. We have the Dwarven Castle Guard as a solid 2-drop here. When it dies, makes another creature. Versus Dragoon's Wyvern. It's 2 bodies, so makes our Slash of Light more efficient. Yeah, Wyvern is a better card. Goes well with the White Mage's Staff. Could be triggered with Go-Go. Yeah, I think I'm going with Wyvern here, although it's a totally respectable pick. The Dwarven Guard as well, keeping the white consistency. Okay, here between You're Not Alone and Monk's Fist, let's go with the creature first. I think we can find at least one more You're Not Alone in the next packs, but making sure you have a good number of equipments, creatures are important, especially to make this Slash of Light more efficient, or maybe even bring to a Dragoon's Wyvern if needed be. Okay, receiving our pack back. Yeah, as expected, we had something to come back. The Crystal Fragments is a very good pickup on the way back because +1/+1 for 1 mana. Equipment's one of the cheap equip cards, and if it flips, could pose a big danger to our opponent. I have already got some games out of this, so good one. Yeah, Crystal's Chosen is the kind of card you expect to see on the way back if white is open. Very late chocobo kick. Didn't expect to see this card this far, but one Crystal's Chosen. Good for us to play. Yeah, apparently nobody's playing any kind of ramp strategy. It's pretty far from where we are right now, but let's get a Rexar. Maybe if we open a huge bomb here, we could go in that direction. Yeah, I'm going to kind of keep speculating. I think we're more blue than red. We haven't seen any good red cards going around, but like a diamond weapon could do something for us. Going with the Moogle, simple, efficient thing. We could copy with Go-Go and something, and even the planes is showing that we are in the right color. Wind Crystal. Okay, this I think is probably the best one of the crystals. Yeah, I know maybe the green one is also good, but just gaining twice as much life, I don't know if it's where we want. What we would be interested in is the second mode, giving also flying to our creatures. But I'm not sure I want to first pick that. Eject, I think, is a better card. Can't be countered, kills tokens, so like these job select creatures could just go away, draws us a card, so keep the good advantage going. Combat Tutorial, not a bad pickup. We already have some like 1 and 2 drops here, so making a creature bigger and drawing 2 cards is good. If you're just drawing 2 cards with this, is not that interesting. Paladin's Arms, 3 mana for effectively a 3/2 ward. Maybe Paladin's Arms better? No, let's go with the interaction first. Yeah, it's a common card, we may see more of them. Okay, pack 2. Now we have Garuda here. Could kill a creature like on turn 4. It's most likely that at least one creature already attacked you. In this case, you want to deal this 4 damage to a creature. Not only flying itself, but giving flying to other creatures may help you for 2 turns, dealing some damage. The only other thing I can see myself picking here is either the Lionheart or the White Mage Staff. We already have one White Mage Staff, so I think more interaction is where we want to go now. Okay, lots of blue-red going around. It's the second one we see here. But it makes sense because we haven't seen much red flowing in this direction, so... I think White Mage Staff or Retrieve the Esper. For now, we don't have any payoffs for artifacts by themselves, but our Slash of Lights are better with the staff. Okay, yes, and now Sid is the kind of amazing card we can have here, since artifact creatures and heroes get +1/+1, and right now we have we have heroes in our job select cards, so 2 White Mage Staff creating heroes, Monk Fist creating a hero. It's already good for us. Potential payoff for our job select cards. And a 4 mana for 4 is not that bad. Yeah, artifact creatures. Now a card such as Retrieve the Esper gets better as well. Although it occupies the same slot. Oh, and Crystal's Chosen also makes 4 heroes. So. Okay, yeah, Restoration Magic is a good trick to have. Right now I'm thinking more about the Nuliths, just to have another creature, another equipment to be more efficient, but Restoration Magic as a trick can be good, and this last mode there has already gotten me at least twice now, giving all permanents you control Hexproof and Indestructible and gaining 6 life. That 6 life could change the ways of a race. Let's go, yeah, this one first. Yeah, Magitech Armor, very, very good pickup here. Though we're getting kind of heavy on 4s. Dwarven Castle Guard would be a safer pick, but adding 2 bodies into play, we have one of them is a hero, the other one is an artifact creature. So goes pretty well with our Sid. Oh, Dragon's Wyvern also makes a hero, so yeah, Sid is in the right place here. We can even trigger with Gogo. Again, this Magitech Armor later, but Castle Guard, good pickup as well. Okay, how many artifacts do we have so far? Yeah, we're already at 6 artifacts. I think it's good enough to justify an Valkyrie aerial unit. At 7 mana, you don't want to play this card, but if you can play this for 5, for example, it's very, very good. Improving your draws and just bringing a huge creature into play. Ooh, Dragoon's Lance. Pick 8. Okay, so yeah, apparently nobody's playing blue-white, so we did right in cutting this off in our thing. Dragon's Lance, amazing pickup. Flying, aggressive, and everything we need. Paladin's Arms, fitting that 3 mana slot. It's not full right now, kind of empty, so let's bring another artifact, another hero. Okay, now we're between White Mage's Staff and a land. I'm going land now, because I feel like we have like already 6 2-drops here, but land to make sure we hit them on turn 2 is good. Interesting, important to notice here, in this kind of deck, 6 here, they are all non-creatures, but they are all, we have of course 2 Slash of Lights, but Dragoon's Lance creature, 2 White Mage Staff, Monk, so we have at least 4 things here that are creatures in practice. When you're not alone, we saw that on pack 1, we knew we could get another. Third Slash of Light versus first Adventurers ship. Yeah, maybe we can go ship here, but I'm not sure. Light easier to go removal spell in these kinds of decks. Another Moogle, just to cycle, and yeah, good. White's open. Okay. Last pack. Very good cards here. Either Ultima in this specific deck I don't think we want, because we're going for the aggressive low curve thing, and this also destroys all the artifacts. So if this just destroyed creatures, I could see myself playing, since we would have plenty of equipment left behind, but destroying our artifacts as well would destroy any kind of board advantage we would have. Joshua is just an amazing card, 3 mana for like discarding 2 and drawing 2, but we don't have any kind of fixing here, and we are going towards a more aggressive strategy. And if aggressive is where we're going, I think Snow Beaters could play well in this deck. Dragoon's Wyvern is also good, but we are like much more white than blue, so let's keep in this direction. Summon Primal Garuda and Gaily Cat. I'm actually going Gaily Cat now, because this one becomes a 3/3 Flying Vigilance as long as we control 2 or more artifacts, and this should be easy to do. Right now we're sitting at 9 artifacts, so not a bad number. Of course we want to pick some more up in this final pack, and we already have like some 4 mana spells. We already have 1 Garuda. I'd rather go with the 3/3, potentially 3/3 flyer here. Okay, Weapons Vendor versus Paladin's Arms. Nice Cactuar here. Not into a blue trick, not into a merchant. I think I'm going Paladin's Arms. Earlier play. I haven't been impressed by Weapons Vendor. Okay, yeah, Crystal's chosen number 2, not what we want, but we need this Magitech Infantry to justify the first pick we did. We did pack 1, pick 1 this, so I expected to see at least 1 or 2 more. We haven't seen any in pack 2, so at least 1 now. 1 justifies the second one. Okay, are we interested in Grahatia, top of our curve? I don't think so. Let's keep being aggressive with Gaily Cat. Right now we already have 11 artifacts. We are going to make plenty of cuts here. I can see Monk's Fist going away. Yeah, we don't need Clown Bond Muggles since we have at least 2 cats. Being aggressive, this can also lower our curve. Yeah, let's keep this going. Low curve, efficient plays. Rook Turret as a 3-3 is kind of a filler card. I'm not going with Catch a Fish because I don't want to turn 3 not impact the board. I want to have creatures every single, like, if possible, turn 1 with Infantry or Zagfair, turn 2, turn 3. I don't want to stop attacking our opponent for a side quest Catch a Fish. Rook Turret, on the other hand, can smooth our draws, avoid us getting flooded. I can see playing one of it. Okay, so Combat Tutorial or another Castle Guard. Yeah, we have plenty of things here. We are going to make some cuts. Yeah, I can see myself playing a Combat Tutorial. Maybe this Crystal Chosen could go, because I don't want the game to go late to 7 mana. Yeah, we already have a Castle Guard. I can see the other one just coming around, so... yeah, plenty of these, not a problem. It's a guard versus... yeah, Phoenix to return a creature. We don't have any big creatures we want to bring back. Maybe just the Sid. It's 4 or less. Yeah, maybe we could even bring back Garuda or Gogo. Yeah, I think I'm still going with the Noliths here. Has some tricks we can do with it. Oh, another land is good. Yeah, our deck was clearly open here. Interesting to see a Treachery going around this late. We don't worry about this card anymore. The deck is pretty much done. Yeah, green and black were kind of open during this draft. Yeah, Virgil. Let's get a Castle Guard if we want to. Yeah, but these last picks don't matter. I don't see us having a high power deck, but I see us having an efficient deck here. We can curve out pretty nicely here. Yeah. We have plenty of choose. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. I don't like the crystals chosen in this deck because this definitely looks like a 16 lander. So easy cut here because these aerial units probably going to cost at least 5, which is a good place to stop these kinds of decks. Okay, let's see the cuts here. Let's start with the removal spell, see what we have. Yeah, we don't have much removal. Yeah, now I'm missing that Slash of Light. We only have Slash of Light and Eject. Primal Garuda, maybe? Yeah, we really lack removal in this deck. So this means we need to go even more aggressive. If that's the case, what are we cutting? Restoration Magic can at least counter some of the opponent's removal, so this is an interaction. You're not alone as a trick. We'll have to do it for us. So yeah, 6 interactions. We are not cutting any of these cards here. Dragon's Lance definitely stays. I think the Nulith can go because untapping an attacking creature, like we don't mind giving Pseudo Vigilance. And this still keeps us at 8 1 or 2 drop cards. And all of them creatures to have like turn 1 or 2. With all these in turn 1 and 2, this means Gaily Cat's mostly coming as a 3-3. Okay, removing more things. We can cut 1 land pretty easily. An island. Now we have Magitech Armor, Rook Turret, Sid. I don't think they're bad, but we still need 3 more cuts to make. Sorry about that. I think Snowvilliers, we're not going that wide. We don't have like cards making 2 or more creatures. Just like the Wyvern is just one of those, so I think this can go as well. Combat Tutorial drawing as a card is good. Dragon's Wyvern is good. Yeah, I don't think Gogo has a place here, because we don't want to have like too much mana to like copy twice or 3 times anything. We want to be on the aggressive side, so having a random defensive creature is probably not going to cut it. And I don't know if just like copying job select abilities is what we want to be doing. Maybe like if we had more sagas, this would be more interesting. But yeah, I think this is fine. Just one more cut. Yeah, we're not playing 15 lands by any means. Sid has to stay as it can pump our creatures. I'm thinking of cutting one more 3-drop here. Is it Paladin's Arms or Gaily Cat? Yeah, let's see if we have anything else to play. Yeah, nothing we want to bring in. Okay, let's fit things in the curve again. This would be a 5-mana play as a big finisher. Turn the games around. Trick here, 2 removal spells. Yeah, I think maybe something out of the 4-mana slot here. Magitech Armor maybe, because Rook Turret flies and can move for our next draws. Yeah, and we can't get rid of this removal spell, so I think, yeah, I think Magitech Armor could be the worst one for us. Is there now Magitech Armor or what? Paladin's Arms? Yeah, let's cut the arms here. Because then we still have plenty of 4-mana spells. Yeah, although we're playing with 16 lands, we don't want to get there. Yeah, no, let's just... Because we're playing 16 lands, so... Let's cut the Magitech Armor. Although I think Magitech Armor is a good card. Yeah, it's actually better here, but for curve purposes, I'm going with this. This also has like equip 4, so like turn 4 we could start equipping things around, so we have stuff to do with our mana. But the body may be more important, like as an artifact for Rook Turret and a creature, a hero creature for Sid. Yeah, let's try to do it like this. Spells here, 19-6. So yeah, 8 is more than enough. Let's go down 7 and one more planes here. And let's see how this deck does. Again, not a powerful deck, but if this deck can curve out, we can steal some wins. If people are trying to play more slower strategies, I think we could leverage on that. Okay, let's go. Match number 1. Yeah, we already failed our first goal, that it was to be on the play every single game. But again, we have what we need. We have a curve. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hope we don't draw our second Mage Tech Infantry. Okay, we already have our 3rd mana. Okay, let's see what opponent brings. Prompt Argentin. Okay, not interested in blocking here. Nice. Slash of Light was a good draw, because it's already means 3 damage. Opponent some kind of Jeskai? Is it artifacts? Okay, opponent already not attacking. Still good for us. Do we bring another infantry into play? Yeah, I think so. I'm not interested in Slash of Light in this. Okay, a 2/1 creature is not that bad against this board. For now, this Gaily Cat's only hitting us for 1. Ooh, plenty of creatures here. Let's bring in 3 more heroes, so flooding the board. Yeah, now second infantry looks pretty bad in this board. Okay, yeah, let's just pass damage and bring another infantry. But it's still better than drawing it naturally. Okay, at 4 mana, we can go Rook Turret. Make sure this Gaily Cat stops attacking us. I'm not interested in just gaining 1 life here. Yeah, though I don't see our opponent trading. Yeah, I think that's... Although doesn't accomplish much, we could just... Yeah, block. It was actually a terrible attack, because they could just, like, go on Gaily Cat and a hero to trade. But, yeah, good for us. Opponent, just 2 cards in hand. Ooh, Cloud, good one. Search for equipment, as long as it's equipped. An ability of Cloud or equipment. Okay, triggers an additional time. Okay, Gaily Cat now 3-3. Yeah, we're taking this 3 now because like next turn we could try to kill it somehow. Yeah, now we're that sweet. Choose spells spot. What do we want to do here? Zac Fair, we should also always consider it as a 2-mana play, since it's 1 to play and 1 to sack. This would leave us with 3 mana open, so it's either Paladin's Arm Slash of Light, Zac Fair Slash of Light, or Paladin's Arms, or Sid plus nothing, or like Zac Fair but an open one. Yeah, Sid right now is not accomplishing much, just pumping like one single creature. Oh yeah, and the Rook Turret as well. Interesting spot here. This actually may be the critical round of the game, depending on what opponent does. I think I'm going Paladin's Arms. We add to the board this way. I'm not interested in changing my hand. Like, there's nothing I would like to draw more than what I have here, so I'm not looting. And yeah, in case our opponent wants to just Warrior Sword here on the Gaily Cat to start attacking, we can kill it. And then we are going to be the ones in offense. Ooh, that's bad. Okay, so opponent really going deep on this Prompto. Although if just Prompto is your payoff, I don't recommend playing this kind of deck, but that's fine. At least they used all of their mana. Let's see how they attack. Now I feel like we must Slash of Light something. Yeah, let's Slash of Light this Gaily Cat. Stop being hit in the air. Okay, board is flooded. So a Gaily Cat was a good draw. We don't want the opponent to start attacking, and they have plenty of 1/1 creatures. Do they have more removal? Yeah, in case they have more removal, let's go Zac into Gaily Cat. Okay, opponent cycling Sid. Let's hope they don't have another one in hand. Yeah, it's kind of weird that they cycled this Sid, since it would be amazing in this board. They have like heroes, like they have at least 4 heroes. Yeah, they didn't have another one, just a Gaily Cat. Yeah, I don't know what the opponent was thinking there. They already had the mana to cast it, so kind of weird move. But we can't complain. Let's take advantage of this. First, Gaily Cat attack. Yeah, opponent also had that weird block earlier in the game. 4 mana for Sid. We still have mana left for Zac Fair. Now these 2 and 3 toughness creatures makes it pretty bad for their small creatures. Okay, now they find their Sid. Yeah, it's already a 3/3, so weird thing there. Like, it makes me think they had the Sid before, but now they don't. Yeah, don't know what happened there. At this mana, the only thing they could have that would wreck us is the Indestructible spell. So I think we should use it now anyway, like, so we don't risk them having some other spells next turn or a blue spell for a counter. So not taking any chances with the second Sid. And this is the reason why, unless you have like, I don't know, 4 Sids, I wouldn't be cycling any of them. Do we have a reason to keep this mana? Rook Turret is gone. I think it was, yeah, it was the only thing that could get us rid of lands. Let's play it. Next turns we can maybe move some equipment around. Ooh, Rook Turret. So now their Gaily Cat's a 3/3 as well. Right now, even if we add our equipments together, wouldn't be enough to push some damage. Let's see. Okay, right now this is 4, this is 3. So let's put this here. Do we offer this? Like, yeah, no, I'm not risking. Because next turn we can go like Paladin's Arms into the Gaily Cat, and then Zac Fair if we need to protect here, and then the creature is already big enough to kill both of their blockers. Yeah, and if that's the case, it would be better to have passed the Paladin's arms first. Okay, opponent also moving equipment around. Okay, if they want to attack, I'll gladly block here. Okay. Yeah, weird block. Okay, I think, yeah. Let's just give indestructible to our creature. Go to damage. Yeah. Now we're in a pretty good spot. Opponent making some questionable choices there. Okay, let's go on in here. So now just moving this sword around. Yeah, the sword should be enough, like a 7/6 would be enough, but... do we want to move this sword back somewhere in case the opponent draws a removal spell? I don't think so. Because they still wouldn't have good attacks even if they remove the Gaelic Cat. Now we just need to find a way to... Oh, come on! Yeah, I'm already losing count of how many times this Zidane just got to me and wrecked my all the game plan, so... Yep. This has just undone. Yeah, everything we were fighting for. We can still hit them for 7 on the way back, but yeah, it was basically time walk for them. Amazing. Yeah, much better than I gave credit for. Did the opponent play a land there? Okay, yeah, they got kind of lucky. Oh, okay, combat tutorial, not a bad draw for us. They're still at a 2-turn clock, and now the Rook Turret plus Warrior Sword's not enough, so let's stick to the plan here. Okay. Gaining 1 life. Hitting him for 8. Now opponent has to hold back and chump. We can even add something to the board here. Okay, not another Zidane, please. A Realm Sketching would actually do it as well this turn. Ooh, Tala, very good card. If we don't kill them fast, this could bring them back to the game. Oh, Crystal Fragment. How does this help us? Yeah, we still can't attack right now. But a 4/3 is maybe good enough. Let's attack the opponent. Their first jump block, okay. Now we can go Fragment and already flip it. Yeah, let's transform it. And now we have a 4/3, so we have 2 little flyers. And pass the turn. Let's see what opponent can find. Any 4+ non-creature spell here would be very good for them, like drawing at least 2 cards. Oh, come on! Not only a 4+, but a non-creature spell as well. Okay, Gaelic Cat is down. They still have to deal with the summon Alexander. Did they do it? Oh, they did it. Jeez. What a nice sequence there, like Zidane into Tila, into removal spell. Very nice being our opponent. And they have like quite a big number of creatures downstairs here, so Dragoon's Wyvern wasn't a bad draw. Yeah, right now we don't even have to equip this for much, just 1. It's already enough to threaten lethal. And maybe this 1 life is relevant to us. Okay, opponent forced to block again. And now next turn, all their creatures become tapped, so we just need to hold for 1 more turn. If they don't draw anything big. Now just blockers won't be enough. Just like a single removal spell won't be enough. Okay, oh, I think that does it. Got a bit scared there for a second with that white aura sight. Zidane, again, a pain in my ass, but we still did it. Yeah, I think the opponent like kind of lost the game there with that Sid cycling, because by itself it would already pump their creatures, and then we would like have to find a way to kill them. And killing that first Sid would bring the next one, and then we wouldn't have removal to the second one. So Wanna know? Nice to see our deck getting to this late game and still doing something. Okay, game 2 on the play. Amazing hand here. 1 into 2. One land unlocks a 3/3 Gaily Cat. Okay, and it does. Let's go Dragoon's Lance here. Okay. And then if we have some mana left over, it can just be means that Zagfair is going to protect some creatures. Yeah, very aggressive start here. Let's hope we just don't draw lands for a while. Okay, another Jeskai deck. Crow is just a okay card. Like, we see lots of decks with much synergy going around these days. Like, sets have creatures that clearly belong to some archetypes, like more than the other, or at least like two archetypes at the same time. Like Gaily Cat, for example, could go very well in a blue-white deck or a white-red deck. This is just like random tap a creature. I don't know if this cat is meaningful for the franchise, but yeah, let's go White Mage Staff. You're probably tapping one of our creatures. Okay, it's fine. But this allows us to attack with Zac as well, so they're still taking some damage. Yeah, a tapper like this is better later in the game when, and if the opponent has like one big threat. Since that's not the case here, we can leverage on that. Now Rook Turret, it's actually more important than the cat since the cat uses their mana. And we can keep on pushing damage. Do we attack with the... Yeah, I think we attack with all except for Zac. Because if they trade here, it's not a bad deal for us. Yeah. So their board is clear. And they're already at 9, so I'm not going to equip right now. Because I want to maybe eject their next play. Okay, War Sword. A good one to be ejected. Nice. I think this one may be in the bag for us. Yeah. Opponent knew that. When they saw that the mana was open, they knew that any kind of interaction would be it for them. So, very clean 2-0. Much different from the first game. Nice. Let's keep on hitting this. And this is what we want our deck to be doing, right? Like being on the play, 1, 2, 3. Maybe one simple interaction can already wreck the game. Although that one was kind of fast. The opponent, if they had like, I don't know, something bigger, would be good. But we also had 2 pieces of interaction, so it was enough sometimes. Okay, I was about to pause the video and wait until someone showed up, but not anyone. Big dinosaurs here. Okay, not on the play, but we have some creatures. We have one of our best artifacts in Dragoon's Lance. We have the tapped land to come down on turn 1 in case we don't draw one of our 1-drops. Let's hope the opponent doesn't take too long, because come on. Nice. Yeah, so is a theme player. It's like we got a dinosaur here, a dinosaur avatar, and then Goldblum here. Nice. Let's hope they are playing a Rexor. Oh, come on, even the lands are Jurassic Park lands. Yeah, so I gotta see some Rexors this deck, please. Yeah, summon Rexor for the complete commitment here. Yeah, I like that we can do this, like play Magic and still be able to have some fun. This is one of the most fun parts of collecting this game. Like we have so many different themes going around. Come on, dude. I'm complimenting you. You're going to be on the video. Okay, thank you. Ooh, Esper Origins. Very good one. Not good right now, since it's just like surveilling and getting them life, but when it comes back, it's something we'll have to deal with. Let's go with Dragoon's Lance anyway here. Yeah, being play versus draw can make a significant difference here. And this comes with a finality counter on it, so we can't even eject it. Our best hope is to find one of our slash of lights. Dragoon's Lance. Okay, so now I regret complimenting our opponent that much. Yeah, I just love these lands. Okay. Since they have nothing on the board, I'm going with the White Mage's Staff. Since, like, I doubt they will have nothing until turn 4, but I'm pretty sure they are going with summon Esper Madwing next turn. Yes, in the face of a 4/4, we could just go White Mage's Staff. Next turn, at least we will have the second mode on You're Not Alone, the giving +4/+4, which is great for us. Maybe we could, in case they block here, we could kill them. Okay, battle menu. Not that big. Okay. Oh, they didn't play Esper. Okay, so they're with a Magitech Infantry. Yeah. They definitely have at least one more. Yeah, drawing a bit too many lands here. At 4 mana, I don't think we want to eject anything yet. But we want to come to the board, so let's just play another 2/1. An attack for 2 in the air. The opponent's going to Magitech Infantry. And it makes sense for them not to just turn Esper here, because the best mode is the last chapter of the saga, the last chapter giving them a mini overrun. So flood the board first and then go for it. It's probably what they're thinking about. For now, at least, we know we could eject this token if needed be. And then You're Not Alone could help us resist a bit of the damage coming through. I don't expect the opponent to start attacking, trying to trade, since they have this last ability to trigger. Okay. Oops. Apparently I was wrong. They have something. Let's see what they have, because I like these trades here. You would still have equipment here, a token there. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yeah, we still have some leftovers. Although they brought things back, we would still have these things. Oh, nice. Aerial unit, so let's make sure we don't hit any more land drops. And now we have the biggest creature into play. Ooh, good sequence here. We are at 5 mana, next turn will be 6. Won't be enough for Sid plus combat tutorial, but next turn I think we would go with Sid first. Yeah, so we can keep on hitting them with the Dragoon's Lance, pumping our creatures, and then combat tutorial. Nice. Okay, let's hit them for 3. Now we want to simulate a race. Since we have a 5/4. And we have like 2 interactions here. Alternatively, we could go like combat tutorial plus just equipping the White Mage's Staff and hit them for a bunch, but I think Sid kind of forcing them to bringing more to the board is more interesting, because then we can have like this kills them right now in 3 turns. So the opponent with a very interesting deck. No Rexar yet. Ooh, that's a good one. Rhino. Yeah, so maybe this eject. We have to find someone on. Okay, Zach is indestructible, but not trample or hexproof, so we can still eject something if we need to. Opponent's under some pressure here, like 5 in the air, it's good. I think Sid's is still the play, because now we can put them in a 2-turn clock with Sid. Yeah. Because I think we can hold back for at least one turn. Yeah, so like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, not enough. But now the 3-turn clock just became a 2-turn clock. You could be dead next turn if they don't deal with this aerial unit. And we have at least 2 blockers here to do with that. Okay. Opponent's probably going hard. Yeah. This makes me think they don't have any removal spells. Okay. So let's block here. And I think here it's fine. Yeah. I don't think like green-white won't have like 2 sacrifice effects. And I'm fine if they just trade Zac here. Just means we're taking even less damage. Yeah, that being the case, yeah, we're just not taking 6. Yeah, let's force them to do something. This would also use their mana. And in case they have 2 removal spells, you would still have combat tutorial plus you're not alone. So we are only really punished here if they have like 2 removal spells on top of with 5 mana, since they will sack their Zac. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. And in case they have like 2 cards to removal spells, they just deserve this. We're still up to 15. Okay, as per Origins, giving them like 2 more life. I don't think that's enough. Okay. Land into hand. Okay, and I think that does it. Yes, nice. Let's go combat tutorial here. Oh, targeting us. And this. And it's done. Nice. Play versus draw could have made a bigger difference here, but I think if we could think back on, okay, where did the opponent lose the game? Although we had like some stronger flying attacks, I think that crazy attack when they just attack and trade it, they didn't get a lot of value from the trade. And maybe they could have brought this Esper Madwing first, like earlier in the game. Then they would have like more creatures, and this would be better to have brought this into game earlier. I think they were a bit too cautious with their Esper, and they were punished for that. Better for us. Very different deck. Don't think it was a bad one. 3-0. And very nice how this set so far has given us so much. Of course, the format is still like stabilizing, but we played against like 3 completely different decks, like one from the other. Like they were very different. So let's hope the format keeps reach as that. Dragon Storm kind of started like this, like some different strategies going around, but in the end, things got very settled down into 2 or 3 different archetypes. So, oh, okay. Now we have the option of turn 1 Zac. Turn 1 Zac, turn 2 White Mage Staff, but then turn 3 we wouldn't be able to combat tutorial. So yeah, I think I'm still going. Turn 1 tapped land to turn 2 White Mage Staff. Or do I go Zac here? Yeah, opponent has 2 swamps, so they may have some removal spell right away. They didn't. Because like Zac plus combat tutorial, the combat tutorial, since Zac passes all his counters, so the combat tutorial counters would also go to the other creature. Okay, let's just attack first. We want them to block. This Ariman could be annoying in the future. Yeah, I think I'm going to for the kind of greedier play. Let's Dwarven Castle Guard into Zac. Yeah, because if we can combat tutorial the Zac would be better for us, although I don't expect our opponent to be blocking. Ooh, Namazu Trader, good one. I guess this board's a very good one. Okay, we could go Rock Turret. or hit them for 5. I think I'm still going rook turret, because we may need to get rid of this land, and we don't have much removal to spend on an Amazu trader. I would rather spend this on a more efficient creature. Opponent going mono black. I like where this is going. Can respect that. Let's see what else they got. Okay, opponent in a tank. Ariman here also being able to draw an extra card from the treasure. Oh, Marlboro. Good one here. Getting rid of our extra land for us. Let's see the top of our deck. Oh, 2 more lands, so not feeling bad about that. Thank you, Marlboro. Right now, I think we combat tutorial first. Where though? Because like combat tutorial Zac makes Rook Turret better. If we find another land, we can just Slash of Light. And then what are we Slash of Lighting? Is it Marlboro or Ariman? Yeah, I think it's probably Ariman, so... Yeah, and if we don't do this, we can still keep Zac around. Nice, we found our land. So now we can go Slash of Light here. Hit them for 3. We actually want them to start attacking, so we can summon Primal Garuda on the way back. Oh, Hunter Mark is a good one. Okay, opponent's still not attacking. Let's go Wyvern here. And then Zac can protect it from a potential removal spell. We were kind of aggressive there, but I'm kind of afraid of an Arding. It's the 8 mana creature. Could really ruin our day here. Because makes me think that like if you're playing mono black, why are you playing this? So it would be a reason. With Dragoon's Lance now giving any creature flying, I think I'm okay tapping out here, but adding 2 things to the board, so... Oh, not necessarily. What could they have here? Oh, okay, 3 mana could make... Okay, so let's risk that. Because even if they remove Zac, we still have like 2 flyers here. Next turn we can equip one of them and keep on attacking. We have a pretty wide board here. Okay, opponent 7 mana. Oh, that's another big reason for you to... Oh, Jesus. Each player sacrifices half the non-god creatures. So half our creatures means 1, and 2, and 3. Is that it? Okay, yeah, less bad than I thought. But now they just have a huge Umbral God. Yeah, we have plenty of jump blockers. Let's hope we can go up in the skies before they can punish us too hard. Don't think it matters what we want to equip here. Yeah, let's just move Paladin Arms to the hero. I'll attack with both because I don't want to be blocking. I don't want to play the land in case they have like a Hack Ties. It's a pretty common one to have with these black decks. Does it trigger any attacks? Okay, at least not when it attacks. Okay, and also doesn't trigger when creatures die, just when players sacrifice creatures, so a little bit less bad for us. So again, holding the land in case of a Hack Ties. It's a common creature card, so pretty easy to find. Yeah, and opponent had not only 1, but 2 of the worst cards they could have, like the best cards they could have. Okay, I'm not even going long in this one, because like there's no way back from an Indestructible here and huge demons on the way back. Their demons also have haste, so they could even bring back like a turret. Yeah, a flying turret here would be amazing. And it's a 5/5, not even a 4/4 that we could kill, so yeah, there's just nothing to do here. Just block Zack here for the fun. Sack it. Would add another counter there. Let's take this here. Yeah, now 10-10 indestructible plus this Arding. We don't have any way to interact with that. They could even loot a card here. Yeah, I was worried about Arding. Wasn't thinking about Zodiark. Very good deck to build around. I would definitely try something like that at some point. But yeah, they're making 5/5s. We're drawing Mage Attack Infantries. This is just gone by a long. Yeah, we were able to put some pressure, but not enough early pressure. That would make a difference. So very good for our opponent. I can respect them on a black deck, especially one with like very good, very good cards there. So that's it for now. Okay, round 5 about to start here. We are sitting at 3-1. Sweet deck. Let's see if we can manage to get some more wins. I always like to get at least one more. Hit that sweet 4 spot, get our gems back. And it's definitely a keeper here. We have turn 1 tapped land into equipments on 2 and 3. Seed could pump our creatures turn 4. Let's see what we're up against. Tamio and Nashi. Very nice. Sleeve. Haven't seen this one before. Nice. I'm still going old school here. Maybe I change one day. Let's go. Turn 1 here. I'm leaning towards going white over blue to start. We have more white cards here. Opponent just going forest turn 1. We already have a restoration magic to protect our seed if need it be. Okay, opponent also with a flyer. I still think we're attacking here because we can get extra value from the Dragoon's Lance. And we are the beat down. Okay. Now this Primal Garuda already has a good target in case we draw land next turn. Is this a Chocobo kick? Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, don't mind this. Opponent not adding to the board is not a bad sign for us. Okay, not the land we wanted, but it's fine. Keep on bringing stuff to the board, hitting them for 2 more. Ooh, Fenrir is a good one. Ramping the opponent. Let's see what big stuff they have. I doubt we have a very good match against decks that can go very big. What's the opponent considering here? Nope, just Sleep Magic's fine. Okay. Yeah, not hitting land twice in a row. It's starting to feel bad. I'm still not going to cycle this seed here. We could just pass it around, but I think a block for this Fenrir is valid. Keep trading damage here in the air. Now the Garuda is not necessarily the best thing we could do. And the opponent setting up their draws here. It's probably going to give them the advantage, although they haven't surveyed anything to their graveyard yet, but apparently their draws have just been good. Okay, let's hope it's not too late. Garuda killing their flyer. Keep on attacking the air. They lose their Fenrir, although they draw 1 more card. I think the worst card they could have is the Rexor because of the trample. Yeah, no lift is fine. Yeah, the Toad is not that impressive on this board. Okay, yeah. Stuck in some other sentence. A bit annoying. Yeah, let's give flying here. We could go infantry, chump blocking and just bring in another infantry. Although opponent's already at 12. And we could take at least one hit even if it grows to a 7-7. Would go down to 7, but keep on applying pressure to them. So I don't think it's bad bringing Sid here to the board. Alternatively, we could go like infantry, white mage staff, hold up restoration. We're definitely attacking. I'm just thinking about attacking for 5 or 6. Yeah, just let's go more consistency here. Yeah, also adding another hero to the board may be good for future turns. Yeah, opponent already down to 7. And if they just come at us, maybe we even get an opening to just kill them. For the last turn of the Garuda, maybe we could just, yeah, let's give flying to our hero here. So at least it gives us 1 extra life. Yeah, let's go Sid here. Hope they don't have the counter spell. But even if they do, they take at least 5 damage. If they don't, they're just dead. And yeah, I think we raised them pretty well. Kind of a weird game. But we take those as well. Yeah, maybe they were like they didn't think about their pixie, or they just thought they were safe for much of the time. But yeah, apparently when they got to that end of the curve there, they didn't have much to do. So 4-1, weird game, but yeah, it happens sometimes. They did have interaction. They had at least two sleep magic stuck in Summoner Sanctum, so they had something, a chocobo kick. So that wasn't the problem. I think they just had some problem closing the game. Okay. Match number 6. Now we're on the draw. Not the best hand, but we have some interaction. We don't have a lot of those in the deck, so... Brainstorm, I don't think it's... there are plenty of good cards in this bonus sheet from Final Fantasy, like very, very strong cards, such as Ragavan, Lightning Bolt, and many others. Brainstorm, I don't think is one of these good cards, because like we don't have fetch lands in the format, so... Okay, now we are already in need of some lands. Facing blue-red. So killing the Sahajin may be a problem in the future. Yeah, it's already a 2-4, pretty hard to kill. You're Not Alone is not big enough to kill it here, so happy they are not attacking. Oof, already missing land drops, like 3 draws, no land. Yeah, that's gotta hurt. Yeah, against this kind of deck, the blue-red deck capitalized a lot of for being on the play, and now not hitting land drops. This game could go very, very fast. If we hit a land, we could go either Wyvern or Gaily Cat. Yeah, no point in blocking. Because at least Gaily Cat could block here, but would be very easy for them to just have a trick. So Wyvern would be better, so we can make us lesser flight more efficient. Oh, jeez. Yeah, probably we just play like maybe one more turn of this, but it's kind of impossible to win without lands here. The opponent even setting their draws. It's not like we kept a bad hand because like we had 3 draws to draw a single land. We had interaction for some potential early plays there. Yeah, like it's not even opponent is applying lots of pressure. Okay. If we don't get countered here, I think we may have a shot. Yeah, but of course we did, so. Yeah, now they can just get into the cycle of casting 4+ mana spells, growing their creatures unblockable. At 6 mana, they can even double spell. Oh, Quest is into another combat tutorial? Yeah, we're just done. Yeah, we're never getting through this. Sorry guys, not our fault here, but yeah, not happy at all. That's magic. Sometimes you lose before you start. And in this case, we can't even say they had like an amazing start. They just had a regular deck. So okay, looking for a 5th win here in our 7th game. Match number 7. Again on the draw. More lands now than we saw last game. At least 2 good drops here. Garuda. Since we're on the draw, Garuda seems a bit better because it's easy for the opponent to have at least 1 creature, so good for us here. I think I'm going Staff first in case they have some kind of removal spell. Yeah, our aerial unit inevitably getting cheaper. We just need 1 more island to make it work. If opponent spends... Okay, they didn't, but if they spent a removal spell here, would be totally fine. Okay. Oh, nice, they didn't even attack. So... now easy. Dragoon's Lance into Zagfair. Next turn... yeah, I doubt they are attacking now, unless they drew something good. But we can start leaving Zag behind. At least 1 extra mana here to cancel one of their removal spells. Oh, Waltz is a good one. Okay, let's offer the trade here. I doubt they're taking it, but... yeah, would easily trade this. Okay. Another white mage staff. Our area unit costing just 2. Just 4, sorry. Very good, we already hit our land. Next turn we could go Garuda, keeps Zach Fair, or Valkyrie area unit and Zach Fair, so either way we have 1 spell plus protection. If they attack with these waltz, I would rather go Garuda first. Ooh, Kuja is a good one as well. Yeah, but on this board, Kuja is never attacking, so... yeah, I think we have to kill these waltz now. Keep on hitting the opponent in the air here. Apply some pressure. We don't want this to trade, but it could happen in 2 turns. Best draw would be Slash of Light. And next turn we can apply some good pressure with Dragon's Lance plus Garuda plus a Flying Hero. I don't think we're in a bad spot. But depending on what opponent has, things can get trickier. Okay, it's time to cash in Zach. Opponent still gets 2 life back. Yeah, easy no attack there. Let's take one of our creatures flying. Hit them for 9. Good attack. Yeah, solid attack here. Let's go aerial unit. Hope we don't find any more lands on our top. You're not alone. Indeed, we are not. You're not alone. Giving +4/+4 could kill them, because like even if they kill the aerial unit, oh no, yeah, but then we have Garuda giving flying to one of our creatures, and this will be the 5, and then +4 is 9. So they already have plenty to deal with, and this pump spell could be the last nail on the coffin. Let's hope they don't have another intervention, because that would give them the 2 life they need to stay alive. But I still expect them to have some kind of removal spell here for the aerial unit. Yeah, so maybe they flip, but will be 1 turn too late. So although Garuda goes away, it triggers before dying, so... Okay, Green Brain. Can assume they have 1 Treachery. Do they have the Treachery? Yeah, I think we're winning this one. Isn't this... Oh, this is a Noble. Okay, Self-Destruct. Didn't expect this one. I think it's the first time I see someone casting it. Yeah, just not a very good card. Okay, it flipped, but it's just a tiny bit too late here. We can hit them for 8. We can just kill them in the air. We didn't even need our pump spell here. Yeah, good game indeed. We even go up to 18. That's about it. Okay, fast games with this deck, which is good. We never intend to go long in game here. Opponent just like maybe a single round away from turning the game on us. 1 more removal spell there, so Zach Fair was the star. Coming in clutch. Just sitting and holding back as a trick to protect us. Okay, 5 wins. I think it's pretty much where I expected this deck to be. So anything you get beyond this now. Okay. Let's go 1 more. Playing against myself here. Okay, we play first. We have 2 into 3 into 4. Let's just hope we don't draw many more lands. Any other equipment would be good as to trigger the Gaily Cat. Seed. It's a good draw here, because if opponent doesn't have a tapped creature, we could go Seed to pump our own. Okay, Jacked, also good. Black-green decks could have some fat chocobo and such, so we could kill at least the token here. Yeah, we're stopped at 4 mana, so not bad. X-Death by the opponent, undoing what we did. Yeah, another tap land here was pretty bad, but... Okay, let's go. Tap land. Yeah, just move this over here. Attack opponent for 2. Now we have a good blocker for the X-Death, although if they just play a land, they could grow this into a 4/4. In this case, Garuda can kill it. Right now we're just looking for some more action. Okay, X-Death is a 4/4 now. Opponent's still at 19. Pretty bad. Yeah, we're fine here. Ooh, Traveling Chocobo. If a land or bird triggers an ability, so this would actually start triggering twice. It's pretty good. But I don't see them attacking with this Chocobo, because like we could try to hold the Garuda for this. But I don't see them attacking with this with the board we have, so let's just Garuda, kill Dex Death while we can. Hit the opponent for another 2. Okay, they could grow this to a 5/4. Yeah, Eject looking pretty good here against +1/+1 counters. This is just 7 mana to activate, so they're at least 2 more turns away from that. And we have a good chump blocker if we need. Okay. Easy no blocks here. Even a land wouldn't be that bad, because then we could go double spell, bringing 2 more creatures here. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what's their follow-up. Okay. Another good target for our reject. Nice. Okay. Let's take our little hero flying here. Play Sid. I don't think the order matters here very much. It can get for 1 extra damage. Yeah, not a bad attack. Attacking for 8 here. Offline, gaining 1 life back. Okay. Overkill shrinking it, but yeah, still respectable attack for 7. And a good blocker. Next turn Garuda goes away, but at least guarantees 1 more attack. 1 more flying attacker, that is. We're still kind of healthy here. Okay. On Reader, guaranteeing they hit another land drop. Let's see which one they decide to grow. I'd rather they grow the token instead of the Traveling Chocobo. And it makes sense since we have the Castle Guard here to block, so they want to grow it bigger than the Castle Guard. Oh, spreading here. Interesting. Okay. We're definitely chumping here. Wait. They have nothing? The lack of pause there makes me think they have nothing. Yeah, but if we just double block, we would have an empty board. Like, because Garuda's going away, we just have 2 heroes versus this. Which I don't think it's good. I think we stick to the plan. Although we're falling behind on the board, but... Okay, we would double block, trade here, get a 1/1 hero, take 5. Next turn we could eject, hit them for 2. Yeah, I don't think it's worth, so let's just block. 5 damage here. Hope they don't have a follow-up. Okay. Nice. Oh, yeah, we even have the option of bringing this Garuda back, but I think killing the bird may be more relevant. Let's just keep on attacking. I'm going to kill this, like eject this bird right now in case we draw like a 2-drop or a land for our Gaily Cat. Okay, yeah. Put them down to 6. And now with these 2 flyers, if we draw any artifact, we have lethal on the air. And we also have 1 chump block. Okay. They could also, opponent can also activate this Ride the Shupuf to get a 7/7 beast. Okay. Yeah, like this they could, with this attacking, they could put us down to 2. Oh, Fat Chocobo is also a good one. Yeah, almost triggering here their side quest. Okay, so we are definitely on our last turn. Either drawing an artifact and winning, or losing to this. Does it matter if we block? Do we have anything that... Yeah, because 2, 3... Yeah, I don't think so. Doesn't matter if we block or not. We do have outs. We just need to find them. Yeah, this is one of the outs we had. And we were not alone in the end, indeed. Another game stolen. Opponent had an amazing setup here. We just never stopped pushing damage. I like these wins. Opponent had a nice deck there. But now we are sitting at 6 and 2, and we can go for the crown with a different archetype. Blue-white artifacts. And if you think about it, we didn't even have any of those payoffs, so hitting 6 wins here is good to show that you don't necessarily need big bombs, because we are not relying on any of those big rares or mythics to have our plans. Just simple, down to the ground thing. Yeah, we're on the play. Great way to start. We just need a single island to fully unlock this hand. We can go Dragoon's Lance turn 1. Okay, at least another land allows us to play Paladin's Arms. Okay, nice. Turn 2 into turn 3. Opponent already using a good land here. Let's hope they don't have the Chocobo kick. I'm going combat tutorial because I like the idea of attacking in the air for 3. Okay. Now we don't have anything specific to do at 4. But you can go either Paladin's Arms or Gaily Cat. Ooh, Bard's Bow is a good one. Can stop our attacks. Just need a single island to continue. Right now, I think Paladin's Arms is better, just because it could, like, it's a 3 attack creature, so it can go for either one of these. Do you attack and trade? Yeah, I think so, because, like, removing this only equips again for 6, so it would take away one of their creatures. Yeah. Although both of us have the value here, we can use our value starting next turn with equip 4. They would need 6 mana to re-equip it. And next turn we can go Gaily Cat into White Mage's Staff. Okay, summon Fenrir. Okay, do we block here? Yeah, I think it's fine. Opponent's apparently missing land drops. Okay, does this change the plan for us? I don't think it does, because I would rather have like 2 bodies into play, 1 to block the Fenrir and keep our 3/3. But yeah, every unit's just very big here. So maybe going slow for 1 turn, like not doing 2 spells this turn. Making sure we have a big one next turn. Yeah, they're encouraged to play a creature here to get a +1/+1 counter. So they will bring 1 big stuff into play. Yeah, but yeah, the white mage's staff would also trigger, so yeah, let's just add 2 creatures to the board. Because now we have a block for this Fenrir, and aerial units costing 1 less, so. Okay, easy trade for us here. I don't mind. Although this is coming, yeah, this is going away next turn, so. Unless they draw something, like they play something very big. Okay, they don't do it, just a 3/3. Oh, this wasn't a bad draw. Yeah, with 4 mana now, we can make our Gaily Cat a 5 power creature. Yeah, now we're definitely going here into infantry. The question is, do we just Paladin's Arms to also give flying to the White Mage's Staff hero, Paladin's Arms, or just Mage Attack Infantry? What does this do? Whenever you do combat damage to a player, exile the top card of the library and maybe cast it. But they need to have the right colors of mana here. It doesn't say they can use any color. If they don't, they create a treasure. Yeah, so they can't cast anything. We have... yeah, I think I'm going for the protection here. And now they can't even trigger their Fenrir right now, so... yeah. This blocks them from triggering the Fenrir. They don't draw the extra card. They had been missing land drops. We have the biggest creature on the board. Do we offer here? I think so, because then we don't give them an extra treasure. I'm fine. Like, yeah, Blitzball Shot is worst case scenario, but still fine because we have the arrow unit coming next turn. What did we lose? Yeah, Rook Turret's not bad. They can't cast it. Next turn we can attack at least for 4. They want to kill our infantry. Just an O2. So, how do we do this? We can go like 3 mana, bring another infantry. This would make the aerial unit cost only 2. This would leave, yeah, just 1 mana opens. Not worth it. But then we can play just the tap land. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's use the most mana we can. And always, of course, do this before we set up our next draws. Do we attack here? Yeah, if you can even attack first. Yeah, hitting them for 4. Let's force them to have something I don't mind trading here. With the O2, better than letting it get to this 6 mana spot could be tricky for us, so I'd rather have the 4 damage and keep some pressure since these infantries are not getting bigger. Yeah. Let's set our draws. No more lands. Paladin's Arms. Yeah, I don't want the Castle Guard. Just a 2/1 here. We're looking for ways to end the game. But a Paladin's Arms can stay. Yeah, 3/2 blocks here. Yeah, I think that's fine. And tap land's fine. I don't expect them to have another trick. And if they just spend their turn equipping the Bard's Bow, it's not a problem for us. Ready to poof. Oh. Do they have another trick? Okay, so we already next turn we have 8 mana. 8 mana allows us to hit them for at least 4, 7. Yeah, I'll pay to see. Because then they don't add anything to the board. Like, in case they have another trick, they won't be adding anything to the board. Okay, and this is just a trade. Yeah, 2 life there. It's good for them. Yeah, they're just trading. Their creature's dying. We have a board, they don't. Yeah, since we're not killing them, let's bring another body to the board. And the highest cost here is 4. Yeah, hitting them for 6 is good here. The next turn we can send one of our creatures flying. Nice. Okay, Chocobo. Not good enough. Yeah, just adding a counter. It's not mattering that much. Oh, come on. Sabotander is actually a good one here. Because we would need to put like 2 things, not like we would have to put both of these in one creature to not lose it. Yeah, but I think this is still the best play. I'm putting here, so it's by itself, it's going to be lethal attack in the air. And I think we also attack with the hero. Yeah, because we want to keep the pressure going here. Next turn, they could like equip the Bard's Bow. We don't want that. And they could cast one of these, but they would be non-flying creatures, so yeah. Forcing a double trade here. Okay. So we have a lethal flying attacker. 7 mana is not enough. 6 mana here to equip. Okay, opponent tough spot there. Yeah, I think like they had some kind of green-red ramp deck, but they never hit their payoffs. Oof, that does it. Nice. Yeah, never stop applying pressure when you're playing a deck like this. We could get by some... We got some lucky draws, to be honest. Like, at least 2 of our ramp opponents never had like a T-Rex or could have completely locked us out of the game there. But if you guys want to have some fun, here's what you can do. We have already had success with a similar deck that played much more bombs. It was a red-white deck. But the shell, like at least this early game, needs to be pretty similar to this. Like White Mage's Staff is better than it looks, as it allows you to race a little bit better. Dragoon's Lance, very good one. You don't need many Magitech Infantries, like 2 is the minimum, of course, but like if you can get 3 or 4, even better. You're Not Alone played very, very well for us, like killing at least 2 of our opponents here. Zac protecting. But did we have any rares? I don't think we did. Yeah, yeah. So we could get a trophy even with 0 rares. Very nice one here. And thank you guys for all the support. Nice one to play. See you guys in a bit. And bye.